If you're living paycheck to paycheck, struggling to save or wondering why money seems to slip through your fingers, then listen up, because this could change everything. There's a forgotten money playbook, older than the pyramids, that has quietly built empires for over 4,000 years. The wealthiest people in history, from ancient merchants to modern billionaires, have followed its secrets to get rich and stay rich. And no, it's not some get-rich-quick scheme or trendy financial hack. These are timeless money principles that work in any era, any economy, and any situation. The real question is, will you use them? Most people chase trends, crypto booms, or side hustles that disappear overnight. But the wealthy? They follow the rules of money. And today, I'm breaking down 10 powerful lessons from the richest man in Babylon, but with a modern twist. So if you're ready to escape financial struggle and start building real wealth, let's get into it. Why most people stay broke. Before we dive in, let's address the elephant in the room. Most people will never build real wealth, not because they don't want to, but because they don't know how money actually works. They think making more money will fix everything, but guess what? It won't. Ever heard of lottery winners who go broke? Celebrities making millions only to file for bankruptcy? That's because wealth isn't about how much you make. It's about what you do with what you make. And that's where Babylon's secrets come in. Lesson 1. Pay yourself first. This is the golden rule of wealth. One of Babylon's core principles states, a part of all you earn is yours to keep. Sounds simple, right? Yet most people pay everyone else first. Landlords, phone bills, streaming services, before they even think about saving. But here's the harsh truth. If you don't save first, you won't save at all. Your money disappears into bills, rent, and impulse purchases before you even get a chance to build wealth. And then you wonder where it all went. Take LeBron James. He earns hundreds of millions. But what separates him from broke athletes? He lives by the rule of paying himself first. Despite his massive income, LeBron still follows strict budgeting habits and invests in businesses, real estate, and equity deals. Instead of blowing his wealth, he ensures his money works for him long-term. In the modern world, this means automating your savings. Set up an auto transfer so that 10% of your paycheck goes into an investment or savings account before you spend a single dollar. Think of it as a non-negotiable tax you pay to your future self. If you can set up automatic payments for Netflix, your car loan, or your phone bill, why not do the same for your financial freedom? Here's a little trick. Increase your savings rate by 1% every few months. You won't even notice it, but over time, this small shift can completely transform your financial future. And trust me, your future self will thank you. Lesson 2. Control thy expenditures. Ever noticed how the more money you make, the more you spend? That's called lifestyle inflation. It sneaks up on you. You start with small indulgences, like dining out more or upgrading your phone. Then, before you know it, your expenses rise to match or even exceed your income. A timeless financial truth states, what each of us calls our necessary expenses will always grow to equal our income, unless we protest to the contrary. Look at Mike Tyson. At his peak, he earned over $400 million, yet still ended up bankrupt. Why? Because he let lifestyle inflation take over. Exotic cars, mansions, a pet tiger. His income was massive, but his spending was even bigger. It doesn't matter how much you make if you can't control how much you spend. Here's a simple trick. Anytime you get a raise, act like you didn't. Instead of upgrading your car, your clothes, or your lifestyle, redirect that extra money into investments. Another powerful strategy? Track every dollar you spend for 30 days. You'll be shocked at how much is wasted on things that don't actually improve your life. Cut the fat, redirect that money into assets, and watch your wealth grow. Wealth isn't built by earning more, it's built by keeping more. Lesson 3. Make money work for you. We live in a world where people work for money, but the wealthy make money work for them. Babylon's wealthiest understood a fundamental rule. Gold in a purse is gratifying, but it does not multiply. Gold in use will earn more gold. Translation? Your money should never sit idle. If it's just sitting in a savings account, you're losing money to inflation. Instead, invest it in assets, stocks, real estate, or even a business that generate more income. Think of money like an employee. If it's just sitting around doing nothing, it's wasting potential. But when you invest, that money starts working 24/7, generating income without requiring more effort from you. Want proof? Look at Rihanna. She became a billionaire not because of her music alone, but because she built a business, Fenty Beauty, that generates income even when she's not working. She turned her earnings into an empire, proving that wealth isn't just about making money, it's about making money work for you. A simple way to start? Index funds. These are low-cost, passive investments that historically yield strong returns over time. If you want something more hands-on, consider rental properties or starting a side business with scalable potential. The point is, rich people don't just work for money. They build systems where money works for them. And the earlier you start, the faster your wealth snowballs. Lesson 4. Seek wisdom before investing. Every year, millions of people lose money on bad investments because they trust the wrong people. The book tells a story of a man who saved his first bit of wealth, only to lose it all by trusting a brickmaker to buy rare jewels for him. Lesson: never take financial advice from people who don't have money themselves. A perfect modern example? Shaquille O'Neal. Early in his career, he wasted a fortune listening to bad financial advice, blowing through millions on flashy cars and extravagant spending. But then he did something different. He started learning from billionaires. He sought guidance from Jeff Bezos, Google's founders, and top financial minds. The result? Shaq turned his wealth into an empire, investing in companies like Google and real estate, making far more than he ever did from basketball. Instead, learn from people who actually built wealth. Read books, follow experts, and most importantly, question everything. The right advice can make you millions. The wrong advice, it can cost you everything. Lesson 5. Guard your wealth from loss. We've all heard the stories. People who dumped their life savings into a guaranteed crypto project, only to lose everything overnight. The book warns, gold flees the man who entrusts it to the protection of tricksters or those inexperienced in its handling. A perfect example? Tom Brady and the FTX collapse. The legendary quarterback invested heavily in the now bankrupt crypto exchange, even becoming a brand ambassador. When FTX crumbled, Brady and other investors lost millions. The lesson: even the most successful people can fall for too good to be true investments if they don't do their due diligence. This means be skeptical of anything that promises fast money. Real wealth is built through steady, calculated investments, never gambling. Always research where your money is going and stick to time-tested financial strategies instead of chasing hype. Lesson 6. Own your home. Today, people argue about renting versus buying, but in Babylon, owning property was a cornerstone of wealth. Why? Because paying rent means you're making someone else rich. Owning land, on the other hand, builds long-term stability and generational wealth. Look at Kylie Jenner. At just 25, she owns multiple luxury homes, using real estate not just for living, but as an investment. While most people spend on rent, Kylie turns property into an income-generating asset. Her homes appreciate in value, and she leverages them for business deals, proving that real estate isn't just about ownership, it's about financial leverage. If buying a home isn't realistic for you yet, focus on owning assets that generate income, whether it's rental properties, REITs, or digital assets. The goal is to shift from spending money on liabilities to investing in wealth-building assets. Lesson 7. Ensure a future income. The Babylonian version of retirement planning was simple. Make preparations for the days to come. In today's world, that means building passive income streams, dividend stocks, rental properties, digital assets, things that make money even when you're asleep. Look at mrbeast, Jimmy Donaldson. He doesn't just rely on YouTube ad revenue. He reinvests his earnings into businesses like Feastables and mrbeast Burger, creating multiple streams of income. Even if YouTube disappeared tomorrow, his wealth would keep growing because he built assets that generate money without his direct involvement. The key takeaway? Don't just work for money. Set up systems where money works for you. Whether it's stocks, real estate, or a side business, ensuring a future income means securing financial freedom for life. Lesson 8. Act when the time is right. In every crisis, there's an opportunity. The 2008 financial crash? Those who invested in stocks made millions. The real estate market dip? A gold mine for buyers. Look at Elon Musk. When Tesla's stock plummeted in 2022, most people panicked. But Musk doubled down, buying more shares while everyone else was selling. Fast forward, and Tesla's stock rebounded, making him billions. The lesson? Fear keeps people poor. Action builds wealth. Opportunities don't always come when you expect them, but when they do, most people hesitate out of fear. The key is recognizing them and having the courage to act. The next time there's a market dip or an economic downturn, ask yourself, is this a crisis or is this my chance? Lesson 9. Increase thy ability to earn. The best investment you'll ever make? Your skills. Babylon teaches, the man who seeks to learn more of his craft shall be richly rewarded. If you want to make more money, get better at what you do. Take courses, develop high-income skills, and never stop learning. Look at Taylor Swift. She didn't just rely on her raw talent, she continuously evolved, mastering songwriting, business negotiations, and even re-recording her albums to regain ownership. She turned her craft into an empire, proving that leveling up your skills can multiply your income and influence. The lesson? Never stay stagnant. Whether you're in music, business, or freelancing, refining your expertise makes you more valuable. The more valuable you are, the more money you make. Lesson 10. Luck favors the bold. The book says, action will attract good luck as surely as idleness will attract misfortune. Translation: stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start that side hustle. Apply for that job. Take that calculated risk, because the only thing worse than failing is never trying at all. Look at Mark Cuban. Before he became a billionaire, he was fired from a sales job and living off ramen noodles. Instead of playing it safe, he took a risk, teaching himself about computers and software. He started his own tech company, which he later sold for millions. That bold move set the stage for his billionaire empire. The lesson? Luck isn't random. It follows action. The more risks you take, smart ones of course, the more opportunities you create for luck to find you. Sitting still gets you nowhere, but bold moves open doors you never knew existed. The richest man in Babylon didn't win the lottery. He followed a system. The real question is, will you? A system that still works today. Pay yourself first, control your spending, invest wisely, and take action. If you follow these 10 lessons, wealth isn't a question of if, it's a question of when. Now, if you're serious about building wealth, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more money-making strategies. And if you want to take your financial game to the next level, you need to watch this next video.